Today is almost the third week of March 2026 and it's been overcast all day. So I was just pottering around my garden to see what succulents need attending to, like this rosewood champagne that has rotted again because we had a little bit of rain last night. Again, it's good to have rain, but when the succulents don't need it, as with the Echeveria champagnes, they don't need too much watering, or they don't need much watering. What happens is they will rot. And so this is now my job for today, is to just go around and see which one was affected by autumn rain. I have a couple of empty pots here that I recycled. So it still has the soil of the previous succulent tenant. So I got rid of that, and so now it's nice and loose and free. But of course I am planning to put something else on this one, and this one still got sort of roots. Now it's not, it's just a clumpy bit. So I have to loosen it up, and also since I'm reusing it, I need to put some potting mix booster. This just, oh, it got wet because I left it here. So anyway, just a handful. This promotes bacterial growth on the soil, making it healthier, and also breaking down, basically. So it's overall health plant, stimulating root development, specifically designed for premium performance, assists improving soil structure and nutrient uptake for plants. That's what it does. But anywho, that's about ready to be planted in. But first, I'm going to top this up with a little bit of soil. This is just my master succulent soil mix. There you go. Just top it up, because once I put some plants on that one, they will sink. Now, what am I going to put in here? Let's see. First victim, I should say, patient. Okay, customer. Is that customer? It is Graptoveria peach frost that is not doing very well. So let's take this out of here. Come on, baby. Come to mama. Mom is going to plant you up, give you a new house, new home, basically. Okay. So with this one, that is in a pretty pot. I could also recycle the soil later on, but for now, I need to chop this up because look at the roots growing in here. So the third week of autumn, well, this is now March basically, and in April 25th is Anzac Day here in Australia, and normally Anzac Day in Australia is the first day that we normally get frost. So this peach frost now, look, it's really wrinkly, so I'm going to let it callus off a little bit. So I'll just let you hang loose in there, and I'm going to get this other one here as well, which has showing some root growth. So I'm just going to break this off. And again, that's really desperate for new planting or soil environment. Now also this one, I think this one I'll just break it off. There you go. So another one, another peach frost, and of course the top, how about I just go free willy and just harvest them, because they don't look very good anyway in this pot that they're in. But I'm still gonna leave this one here. Oh, that one too is saying, take me out of here. So roots as well. So it's just transferring basically from, or should I say, moving house. That's what they're doing. They're moving into a new house. Look, again, the roots. So once the roots shows like that in your succulent, it's time to move them, because that's the plant's way of telling you that, hey, I don't really like where I'm in right now. I'm not happy here anymore. So I don't have very friendly neighbors or things like that. So you better move me somewhere more suitable. Now this one, now I'll put it back to somewhere where it can grow, not necessarily to its original location. Somewhere, say for example, doesn't matter, I'll work out, I'll have to find a spot, because right now it is all full in here. Oh look, Mammillaria is about to bloom. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see the flowers of this one. Although I have seen the flowers of this particular plant before, I can't remember what it looks like, so it'd be good to see it once again. Yesterday I have butchered my Sadevaria Letitia. I took a lot of cuttings, so which are these ones now. So there are well ready to be planted. So I have to find a pot to put them in. So Sagittaria Letitia is also not frost hardy. So if we do get frost next month, so say in 5 weeks time, we are going to be devastated. Well, I am, at least, because this Letitia is going to suffer from the frost. So I have to keep them protected. They are frost hardy to a certain extent, up to -4. But anything colder, they will die or really become really ugly, and it will take them a long time to recover again for next spring, basically. And summer again, they will go dormant. So in autumn, if they are kept somewhere where it's a temperate temperature, where in say from 10 to say 25 degrees, then they will continue to grow. But any colder or warmer, they tend to go dormant or look ugly. So even this one here, look, I've already butchered them all. Look, more over there. So I have to really find a big pot and protected location to plant them in. And speaking of location, I have emptied up the top layer here to put some frost hardy succulents. So any succulents that will survive the frost, survive basically colder than -4, I am placing here. So it's like the cotyledon that's frost hardy, that can actually go up to -11. It doesn't worry it. Some of these echeverias here that you see, oh hang on, well, different ones. This one looks the same, isn't it? But they are different. I think this is somehow purple blood Maria, and that's red velvet, I think. Are you red velvet? Yeah, I think that's red velvet. And but sort of looks similar, isn't it? And this one here, oh wait, there's another similar one here. Bloody Maria. Oh, black jade. Oh, you look at that. Look. They all look very similar. Which of these things belong together? Which of these things are one and the same? Okay, now, there you go, I'll put you back here. So, any succulents that is not so frost hardy or less frost hardy can go in this section. Like I said, the Ionium, I'm planning to actually take the Ionium, this pink witch, because this is my last pink witch that I have growing. They've died. It's not me. They've killed. The frost killed it, not me. Okay. So of course it's partly my fault, because I should have put them indoors, but I wasn't here last winter, so I left them outdoors where I thought they would be safe. But we had one of those terrible black frosts that really killed just about everything. So anyway, so now I've got mostly hardy succulents in here. So anyway, I can move, say, Graptovaria Mrs. Richard is frost hardy. So what can I do? Oh, this one. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. This one is dirty, very dirty Starbucks. Okay, $20 I paid for that Starbucks. Now I need to clean it, and hang on, I see some mealybug. Okay, mealybug. Oh, mealybug, I need to get rid of you, clean you up first. I'll put you here, and then I just have to remember to put it back there. So anywho, I need to also in here, I think I need to have a change of scenery. Oh my goodness, I got so much things to do that my head's spinning. I don't know what to do now. That one needs to be cleaned up, and also that's looking pretty ordinary. So I need to remove this one and replace this spot. Now, so can you remember that look? So I'm just gonna go away, take those two off. Maybe I'll leave this one here because I still need to repot that again, give them new soil. But this one needs to be overhauled, so I'll put something very pretty in here. Ta-da! Echeveria striata, which looks so pretty and so big. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? So this one now, they can go sit next to each other happily. You should say hello to her. And hello, girls, because this is mostly conch girl and red girl. And so striata can now look pretty. Doesn't it look pretty in there? It looks so beautiful. Recently, I bought a plant called, I just need to move this. Where am I going to move you over here? And take out my Echeveria Ramba. I'm doing a rumba song. Rumba dance, but I can't do a rumba in here right now because I'm gonna rumba hit a lot of my succulents. But isn't she pretty? So this is apparently a hybrid of, hang on, let's go have a look. So rumba is an Aphanis cross topsy-turvy. So look at all the pointy bits. I love weird pointy mutated succulents. They're just so pretty, I think, in my eye. So anyway, so this is related to Dark Vader, or I'd like to call it Darth Vader, basically. So this Dark Vader here, hang on, wait a minute. This is also, this is actually a Dark Vader crested before, but it lost its crestedness, so you can see it's just normal now, because normally they grow one head like that to be a standard, and then when they grow a few points like that in one sort of stem, that's supposed to be crested, but that's not my idea of a crested Dark Vader. This is a true form Echeveria Dark Vader cristata. Look at that, beautiful. So I think this is also known by other names in other countries, but here in Australia they call this Dark Vader. Anyway, so I bought this last Christmas. I gave you my heart. Yep. And so look how beautiful the cresting is on this one. See, compared to the Dark Vader supposedly crested that I bought, which is actually not crested, but just a cluster. So another standard form of Dark Vader, which is also quite frost sensitive, as I found out. It can go up to minus probably 7, but it did get affected by the frost. So now it's just recovering, looking pretty again, but it hasn't grown much. So now I am keeping her in this spot. This location protected from the frost, and it's also next to my house, which is westerly, I think, northwest, facing northwest wall. But of course I've got shade cloth in here, which is actually good for them. It's not shade cloth, it's lace curtains, which protects a lot of the plants in this area. And that one, I thought it's a Dark Vader. It's not, it's imbricata. Looking pretty now, finally. So it graduated from being down here to up there now, but where she is now, I have to move her again because imbricata is not as frost hardy as I would like it to be. So I have to find a spot somewhere in there again before winter comes, or before the first frost really in autumn that comes here in Canberra, Australia. By the way, I'm going to go back to this Ramba. This Ramba doesn't look very colorful because I only acquired this about 6 weeks ago. And of course, I put it in this big pot. So I got 2 plants. So there's 2 plants in there that I bought. And of course, I planted it or placed it somewhere down in the bottom row here. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. The top as well, I'm not putting any plants in there now. There's just empty pots that has gone to heaven for a very long time because they do get damaged by the frost. So I did not even bother removing them because they serve as a protection for the plants that's on this level here. So this can be the sort of -4 frost hardy succulents. This is the sort of iffy -4, and this one is the maybe the 0. So like the Ionium here, the pink witch, and another, I have another Ionium. This one, this other Ionium here. This can all go down here in the bottom before the first frost. Now this Echeveria Callisto that's growing. Oh, lots of pups. This is actually variegated plant. Look, are you variegating? You're not variegated before when I got you, but seems to be variegating. And those tiny little plants there, I think they belong to this culprit here. This is Echeveria prolifica variegata. Yeah. So look, there's only one good variegation left there. The rest has reverted to non-variegated. Of course, those yellow variegation ones are very weak variegated plants and they're going to die. So they haven't got chlorophyll, so they're going to die. But anyway, so I'm just going to leave that one to grow as is. And hopefully I can harvest that variegated one and grow some more plants from that. But I am not optimistic in my chances. So anyway, this one now, this Callisto, I can move up the top here because this is also a hardy succulent. But that's going to be wonky where it is. So I have to find a little base, hang on, like this wrist, putting on the wrist, something like that, so it's not gonna go flippy floppy on me. And of course, there you go, it's got a bit of rock on it. We can put that rock there you go. So now I can put, say, this one, Mrs. Richards variegated, which is a recent chop, chop, chop propagation as well. This is variegated form of Mrs. Richards. I think this was cuttings I've taken about, say, 4 weeks ago. And now they have set. So that means it's got roots. And of course, this beautiful pink witch, I have to move here. And of course, that one, what's your name? You are actually, I'm not sure whether you are golden glow in the bottom here, but that one, I can't remember. I think it's pink Vera, which is now sort of a pale Vera. And this one is sort of hit and miss. It can be frost hardy, it can't be also. So if it's not frost hardy, they do suffer some cuttings that I've taken, but for the most part, a lot of them have survived. Like that pink Vera there. Look how beautiful that is. And of course, I also planted some pink Vera somewhere else, but they are not as pretty as this one. So this one should look prettier if I put that one over on this spot again. But I have to do a lot of moving, so maybe remove this one. And I don't know if it's gonna flip-flop on this one. So Mrs. Richard, maybe I can put somewhere else. And so I have to do a lot of rearranging. So anyway, guys, that's all I've got for this video. But in closing, I am going to take some cuttings of this Orthona capensis that is just looking so beautiful, because I can see some roots reaching out, screaming and saying, propagate me, propagate me. I want to grow big and beautiful and strong. See all those roots showing? That means I need to chop, chop, chop them, or especially the other ones here. So maybe this one, actually, this was supposed to be the one I was going to chop, 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 but I forgot. Because I am an old lady and I forget things. And this one too, you're not supposed to be there. So this is rose rock. Have to go behind me as well, can't be in here. And also that Kalanchoe flapjack, my husband's favorite succulent, that has to go inside the house before winter comes. So as this Crassula volkensii. But for the meantime, I'll take some cuttings of my Orthona capensis, which is just so lovely. I love, love, love this plant. But anyway, there you go. Don't flop out. See, look, roots. I see roots, I see roots, I see roots. Okay, I just go chop. Just let it drop. Chop. Another drop. And chop. There you go. I get another one. And then some more later on when I haven't got the camera or holding onto the camera, because I can only do things with one hand and I need two hands at the moment. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though there's not much to look at. So I'll see you on my next video. And this one, oh, looking so pretty. What is your name? Summer ice cream. Look how beautiful. It's looking gorgeous. I could eat you. Yum, yum, yum. You look so creamy.